And the infant is totally dependent from birth and for a long period of time thereafter upon other people. That is, he is capable of developing human personality without a great deal of accidental or intended help from other people. During during infancy, we are dependent on others to fulfill our needs. But after a very long period, this dependency or this tendency decreases because we are trained with everything. We learn everything. We are human beings and we try to learn. We learn things sometimes automatically and sometimes with the help of others. Some things are taught and some we learn by training. That is through education. That is by practice. So he defined education as the process by which the individual acquires the many physical, moral, social capacities demanded of him by the group into which he is born and within which he must function. Again, education is defined as the process by which the individual acquires the many physical, moral, social capacities which are demanded of him or which are expected of him by the society into which he is born and within which he must function. He is going to function. This process has been described by sociologists as socialization, which starts with birth. Education has a broader meaning than socialization. It is all that goes on in the society which involves teaching and learning, whether intended or unintended. Somehow it takes place to make the child a functional member of this society. The role of sociology in education is to establish the sociological standpoint and show its appreciation to education. Manhin stated that sociologists do not regard education solely as a means of realizing abstract ideals of culture, such as humanism or technical specialization, but as part of the process of influencing men and women. Education can only be understood when we know for what society and for what social position the pupils are being educated. For what type of society, what type of things are expected of an individual to function efficiently within this society, to become a member of this society, and for what social position the pupils are being educated, the pupils are being trained. So education has often been very much so seen as a fundamentally optimistic human endeavor characterized by aspirations for progress and betterment. But it is related to society, it is taking place in society. That is why it is important to understand with sociological perspective. It is understood by means to be a means of overcoming handicaps, achieving greater equality, and acquiring wealth with social status. Education is perceived as a place where children can develop according to their unique needs. Because it is not just a process of acquiring knowledge and skills, it is deeply intertwined with societal dynamics and structures. It is deeply intertwined with societal dynamics and structure. Sociology offers valuable perspectives on education. This you will see when you progress through this course. You will realize how it offers invaluable perspectives on education, examining how educational systems function within broader social contexts and how they shape and are shaped by societal norms, values, and inequalities. At its core, educational sociology explores the interactions between education and society. While the sociology of education delves into the social factors influencing educational outcomes and institutions, these fields collectively illuminate the multifaceted relationships between individuals, educational institutions, and the societies they inhabit, shedding lights in issues of acquiring social things, social norms, social processes, and we name it as process of socialization, equality, cultural transmission, but they are all occurring in this society and they are related with education and the role of education societal change. So, education has often been very much seen as a fundamentally optimistic human endeavor characterized by aspirations for progress and betterment. It is understood by many to be a means of overcoming handicaps, achieving greater equality, and acquiring wealth with social status. As we go up, as our social status changes, we acquire wealth, status, position in society. Education is perceived as a place where children can develop according to their needs, according to their unique needs and potential. It is also perceived as one of the best means of achieving greater social equality. Many would say that the purpose of education should be to develop every individual to their full potential and give them a chance to achieve as much in life as their natural abilities allow. Education system accomplishes this goal perfectly. As you might observe, you are grown up students, you might have seen how education changes your position, your learning processes, your adjustment ability to adjust in the society, and how you learn to develop things, how you do things in society, how you work. So these are the things which are acquired with the help of education. It helps us to realize our potential, what we can do, how we can do. It helps us to become a better individual and give them a chance to achieve as much in life as their natural abilities allow. Education system accomplishes this goal perfectly because if one is poor and they are educated, they are being educated by their parents or by any other means, then they can achieve greater heights in life. They can do so many things. They can change everything with the help of education. They can educate others, they can change their position in society, they can get a good job, good career. So many things can be accomplished with the help of education. Social change takes place through this education, like use of technology, scientific, all this is because of education, not because society is changing, because everything is progressing. No, nothing can progress without education. So to change, to progress, education is must. So it is very important to see education from sociological perspective. Education does not operate in a vacuum. To have a better society, we should analyze the society to show its strength and weaknesses to plan the educational programs to these effect. Understanding education through sociological lenses not only enriches our comprehension of educational process but also informs policies and practices aimed at fostering inclusive and equitable educational environments. Sociology as a field of discipline is generic and umbrella in nature, as it deals with the totality of human interaction and examination. It is a systematic study of social behaviors and human groups. It delves primarily into the influence of social relationships on people's attitudes and behaviors, and how societies are established and changed. To a layman, it is a study of man's interaction with society and within this society, with the members of this society. But sometimes it extends beyond that, as it deals with organization and control of human behavior and attitudes within the society. As a field of study, sociology has an extremely broad scope because the society comprises of several subsystems with inherent fragmentations of component parts and in each of them for sociological considerations. It is concerned with social facts in the economy, education, legal, security, politics, medical, religion, family, technology, sports, and so on. So, education is something which not only fulfill the individual and society's needs, but an individual's future aspirations. It helps us to progress. It helps us to prosper, to establish ourselves in society, to establish oneself in this society, or to achieve our potential best, what we can do. Second is sociology. Sociology of education. Sociology. Sociology primarily concerns itself with social relationships. A network of social relationships is called the society. The society is the sole concern of sociology. Though there are other aspects of the social science that focuses on some other aspects of the society. The central concern of sociology is the social relationships of mankind. And all this, be it network, social network, web of relationships, as it is called, members of this society, everything is related to education. Whatever is occurring, whatever is happening, everything is affected or related with education. So it is important to study and understand sociology of education. Sociology is therefore a scientific study of human behavior in groups, having for its aim the discovery of regularities and order in such behavior and expressing these discoveries as theoretical positions or generalizations that describes a wide variety of patterns of behavior. Members of a group interact with one another when we are with other people, we react in certain ways. We interact with others at individual level and in sometimes group. So the patterns of behavior, how we are behaving, what is my reaction in certain situation. If I am provoked by some person, what will be my reaction? So these things are taught. These things are understood. These things are taught through education. So members of a group when interact with one another at the individual level, the patterns of behavior are the sum of the activities of one member or another in the group. Thus, Sociology is seen as the study of the formation and transformation of groups and the relationship of groups and group members with one another. Noting that where there are groups, there are tendencies for participation, cohesion, and conflict. Definitely, when there are groups, there are tendencies for participation, cohesion, and conflict. So, it involves the study of human groups, individual, and how they operate through established institutions. Institutionalized patterns of behaviors, which are more or less adapted to the scientific functions of society assigned to each institution. It delves into the issue of relationship between education and sociology. It examined the two concepts separately before establishing the relationship between them. Them is education and sociology. It is important to examine these two broad concepts before establishing the relationship between them. Sociology of education emphasizes the analysis of sociological processes involved in educational institution and its application of general principles of findings of sociology to the administration and process of education. So, once again, it emphasizes the analysis of sociological processes involved in educational institution and the application of general principles of findings of sociology to the administration and process of education. That is how they get connected. Education and society were also examined as two concepts providing nourishment, training, rearing, and upbringing of an individual to live successfully in the society to attain the natural capacities in life. The society is not static as a host of humans. It continued to transit from one stage to another in all spheres of life for the comfort of man. However, these changes in the society breed some negative behavior like cultism and examination malpractice, which requires society's attention. So, let's understand again sociology or sociology of education. It is defined as a study of the relations between education and society or relationship between educational processes and social processes. It is an investigation of the sociological processes involved in an educational institution or educational processes. Two, according to Ottaway, it is a social study. Its method is scientific. It is a branch of social science which is concerned with, which remember, which is concerned with educational aims, methods, institutions, administration, curricula, human behavior, teaching learning strategies, methods, pedagogical practices, etc. in relation to the economic, political, religious, social, and cultural forces of the society in which they function. As far as the education of the individual is concerned, sociology of education highlights on the influence of social life and social relationships on the development of personality of an individual. So, sociology of education emphasizes Sociological aspects of educational phenomena and institutions. Once again, sociology of education emphasizes sociological aspects like one's behavior, adjustment, how we interact, how we react, socio-economic status, family background, your environment, your peer group influence, your environmental influence. So there are so many social processes, sociological aspects of educational phenomena and institutions. The problems encountered are regarded as essentially problems of sociology and not problems of educational practice. Sociology of education, therefore, can be explained as the scientific analysis of the social processes. Scientific analysis of the social processes which are involved in the process of education. So it is concerned with educational aims, methods, institutions, administration and curricula in relation to social, cultural, religious, political and economic forces of the society. So, sociology of education emphasizes sociological aspects of educational phenomena and institutions. Problems encountered are regarded as essentially problems of sociology and not problems of educational practice. So, it can be explained as the scientific analysis of the social processes involved, remember, involved in the process or involved with the process of education and social patterns involved in educational system or something that can influence it. So education is a combination of social acts and that sociology is an analysis of human interaction. Educational process goes on in a formal as well as in informal situations. Sociological study of the human interaction in education may comprise both situations and might guide to the development of scientific generalizations of human relations in the educational system. The sociology of education is the study of how public institutions and individual experiences influence education and its outcomes. It is most concerned with the public schooling systems of modern industrial societies, including the growth of higher, further, adult and continuing education. It is a philosophical as well as a sociological concept, indicating ideologies, curricula, and pedagogical techniques of the inculcation and management of knowledge and the social reproduction of personalities and cultures. It is concerned with relationships, activities, and reactions of the teachers and students in the classroom and highlights and studies the sociological problems, especially in the realm of education. Once again, we can recall the main points. The sociology of education is the study of how public institutions and individuals' experiences after affect education and its outcomes. It is mostly concerned with the public schooling systems of modern industrial societies, including the expansion of higher, further adult and continuing education. The scope of sociology of education is vast. It is concerned with general concepts such as society itself, culture, community, class, social environment, socialization, internalization of values, accommodation, assimilation, cultural lag, subcultures, status, role, and so on. Every society has its own changing socio-cultural needs and requires an education to meet these needs. Today's needs are conservation of resources, environmental protection, global citizenship. So education caters towards meeting of these different needs. Since the needs of the society change, education also change. Premise of sociology of education is different from the concept of educational sociology, which is seen as the application of general principles and findings of sociology to the administration and processes of education. So students, we have covered two concepts today, education, sociology, and how education is connected with sociology and sociological process are connected with the process of education. In our next session, we will understand relationship between education and sociology, how they are connected. Thank you.